The waiting is over and you join us live in the desert for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Formula One's popularity knows no bounds. They may not have had any home teams or drivers here, but our Arabian hosts are still big fans. Whether it's horses, camels or F1 cars, Bahrain certainly loves its racing. The Formula One Roadshow has truly arrived in the Middle East and we're all set for a real sizzler. This is race day in the desert. Pretty much perfect weather conditions for racing here today, so we should see some very competitive lap times during this race. Lining up on pole is Fernando Alonso. Second on the grid is Michael Schumacher. Third is Takuma Sato. Fourth is Kimi Raikkonen. Rubens Barrichello goes from fifth. Giancarlo Fisichella is next to him in sixth. Seventh place for Juan Pablo Montoya. Jenson Button rounds off the top 8.
Thank you, Martin. 9th is Trulli, 10th is Ralf Schumacher, 11th is Heifeld, 12th is Felipe Massa, 13th is David Coulthard, 14th is Nico Rosberg, 15th Klein, 16th Villeneuve, 17th Liuzzi, 18th Webber, 19th Montero, Albers 20th, E-Day 21st, and Scott Speed is last. Welcome everybody to race day. We are at the grid and I am SamuraiT-X, ready to provide you live commentary as the formation lap is about to begin as we start our well, let's hope the first race will go very well for Takuma Sato and the Super Aguri, as we are Takuma Sato and the Super Aguri. What a brilliant qualifying lap we did in the previous video, which was Saturday. I do apologise that the video is going up today, which is Monday, but I was very busy on Sunday, so yeah, I couldn't really render the video on time, so that's why today is the day that has been uploaded. But this race should not disappoint you, I hope. I hope I put in a good performance. Okay, but a lot of people say that heating up your tyres on the parade lap is pointless, especially when you're starting in the front. I couldn't agree any less because of the fact that when you're at the front, you have to wait for the midfield and the back cars to get to the grid, and your tyres will be so cold by the time the 5 red lights go down, and that's also another thing that's a problem, you know, so your tyres will be cold, but I'm still warming up my tyres just a tiny bit, because we are a Super Aguri. We can do with all the temperature we can get in our tyres so that we can actually be as competitive within the opening laps, and I say competitive in probably the slightest of matters, because our car is not good. This is our debut season, so we are the slowest car in the grid. Well, it's Toro Rosso's debut as well, but Toro Rosso has the faster package because it's the sister team to Red Bull, so yeah, it does have some sort of package there, but between us, we have the Honda engine at the back. Oh, for God's sake. You know, considering how bad Honda is in reality, I'm kind of nervous about driving a car that has a Honda engine at the back. Their reliability is terrible. But I know what I'm doing, be quiet. Anyway, right, here's the rules, like I said again. This is going to be unedited action throughout this entire race season. I'm not really going to take out any editing or whatnot, because I like to make you, I like to entertain and show the race. So, like I said, Saturday and Sunday will be qualifying and race days. So, yeah, I'm just going to do my version of Formula 1, since it's off-season anyway in Formula 1, and we won't be seeing any F1 until March, so yes, I can take advantage of this. Anyway, we're going to line up to the grid as Takuma Sato. Alonso and Schumacher have both got to their grid slots, and now Takuma Sato lines up third. He's not in the Honda car, he's in the Super Aguri, so yes, this is a surprise. Raikkonen's 4th and Barrichello's 5th, so great qualifying sessions for Barrichello and whatnot, but others will be disappointed that they've been out qualified by a Super Aguri. I would be, to be honest, but either way, it's me driving it. Alright, we're waiting for everyone to get at the grid, and as you see, the tyres are cold now. Pointless, you know. Here we go.
Turn up the volume and enjoy. Here we go.
The 5 red lights are up, and the 2006 Formula 1 season is underway. Go, go, go! There's a great start by Takuma Sato, and he's already passed Michael Schumacher for second place, and he's on Alonso's slipstream. But Alonso's got the better straight line speed, so he's just about held his place. But Michael Schumacher's lost out, but he's about to take Takuma Sato again out on the outside, and Takuma Sato's retained second place. What a start by Takuma Sato in the Super Aguri. Michael Schumacher's lost the place. And that was quite a bit of thing to say. Anyway, we're heading into turn 3 of Bahrain. Takuma Sato's run wide. Is Michael Schumacher going to take advantage? No, he's not.
And there's some kind of incident happening at turn 4. It's Webber! And with that incident over, he's out of the race. Unlucky. Klein also got involved in that scrape. Incredibly, there doesn't look to be any damage.
Alright, thank you James for covering that. Mark Webber's miserable weekend is over. He qualified 18th. What a bad place to be. Out-qualified by Nico Rosberg, his teammate, who's making his debut race in his first season in Formula 1 in the Williams. And Mark Webber, out-qualified by Nico Rosberg, is already out of the race. The first retirement is done by a Williams. Christian Klein, however, seems to be okay. So I don't know what happened there. I think Mark Webber tried to overtake Christian Klein. He lost his tyre and he's out of the race, unfortunately. Reckless driving from Mark Webber. And Takuma Sato has run wide. Enough about Mark Webber. Let's talk about Takuma Sato, who's made a phenomenal start as he's in second place. But it won't surprise me because it won't surprise me if Michael Schumacher will overtake him because he's only 3 tenths behind. And plus, with the straight line speed of the Ferrari against the Subaru Aguri, we all know who's going to win this. But we're going to ride on board with Takuma Sato, who's we're going to check the rear view at the moment. And here comes Michael Schumacher as he's closing in very quickly on Takuma Sato. And he's about to overtake Takuma Sato for second place, and he does. Great overtake by Michael Schumacher, not even needing a slipstream, just straight line speed. But Takuma Sato has dive bombed him and taken second place back. So Michael Schumacher is not going to get second place as easy as he thinks. And Alonso is leading the race still.
Alonso leads. Sato is second. Michael Schumacher third. He's lost a place from his starting position. Fourth is Raikkonen. Fisichella fifth. He's moved up from sixth. Barrichello is sixth. Montoya is seventh. And Trulli is eighth.
Thank you, James, for the positions. That's why I kept myself quiet, because James Allen normally tells the positions. So I had to wait on time just for James Allen to talk, which is a good thing for him that he filled in for the positions. Right, Takuma Sato is actually staying with Fernando Alonso. This is pretty good for the Super Aguri, but I won't guarantee that he will be with the Renault of Fernando Alonso for so long, because this car is very dominant. The Renault of Fernando Alonso have got very good straight line speed, very good speed in general. I think it's the fastest car in this game, but it seems Takuma Sato is doing very well to keep up with him, and doing very well to keep Michael Schumacher behind him. So it's been a great battle in the first 2 laps of the race for the Super Aguri driver, who's actually holding his own with his own ability. So it's great stuff. And I just talked over the engineer because I don't want to be interrupted by him, because he's just telling us unnecessary things. We already know we're going to be faster than we were in the first lap, because the first lap's the first lap. We're always going to be slow because we're getting away from the grid very slowly. But Takuma Sato does a 136.595, and that's the fastest lap of the race. And look, he's dive bomb Fernando Alonso. Takuma Sato has taken the lead from a dive bomb. What a risky dive bomb, but the dive bomb worked heading into turn 1 and 2. And Takuma Sato is leading the Grand Prix in lap 3. The Super Aguri is actually leading.
Within the next few laps, Michael Schumacher could really capitalise here.
He'll most likely be first into the pits. I would expect him to be short field to stay light and keep his speed up. Michael Schumacher is quickest in sector 1. The gap currently stands at 0.6 seconds.
And thank you, Martin, for that update. 6 tenths of a second, Michael Schumacher is behind Fernando Alonso. I think they're saying that Fernando Alonso is due to pit soon, but looks like Takuma Sato is going to be leading, because he looks like he's heavily fueled, judging by the performance. But that's not a surprise if he's heavily fueled, considering that he's in the Super Aguri and they're debuting, and well, his car is the slowest car on the grid, so he definitely needs all the fuel he can get to try and take any advantage. My goal this weekend was to actually get points, but for me to run be in first place right now, that is actually a surprise in itself. Even if it is medium difficulty, but my ability is not really good. I'm tending to make mistakes, as you can tell from the qualifying session and throughout the race so far. But plus, Alonso and Schumacher and everyone else has better straight line speed, so yeah, I do expect to be overtaken during the race. And what a pass by Fernando Alonso, just going up the outside of Takuma Sato and just taking first place rather effortlessly. And we're heading into lap 4 here, and Fernando Alonso has regained the lead, and Takuma Sato is still in second place with Michael Schumacher third. He was 2 tenths behind the Super Aguri driver. Alonso is getting away, and Takuma Sato... Oh, Schumacher's challenged him and he's in second place. But Takuma Sato's not giving up the place, but he has to, because Schumacher had the better race line.
Lap 4 of this Grand Prix. Alonso leads. Michael Schumacher is in second. He's up from third. Third is Takuma Sato. Fourth is Raikkonen. Fisichella fifth. Barrichello is sixth. Montoya is seventh. And Trulli is eighth.
Thank you for that, James. Looks like Michael Schumacher is going to be up, having Sato up his rear, and then Sato has taken second place again. Michael Schumacher's really having a problem passing Takuma Sato today. Takuma Sato's definitely being persistent on both Alonso and Schumacher. I'm pretty sure that James Allen and Martin Brundle said that Michael Schumacher and Fernando Alonso are lightly fueled. One of them are anyway, but I don't know who. If it is Michael Schumacher, then that is pretty bad for me. And he's already taken second place from Takuma Sato. Now he's ready to close down Fernando Alonso. He's already made a gap. And oh, wheel spin, and Takuma Sato just about kept control of that. My goodness, very close. But Michael Schumacher's already got away from Takuma Sato just a bit. It looks like he is the lighter fueled car, as he's getting away from Takuma Sato rather easily. So maybe it is Michael Schumacher that's heavily fueled instead of Takuma Sato. Why would he be lightly fueled so early into this race? And Michael Schumacher's diving into the pit lane. It was Michael Schumacher who is lightly fueled, and Takuma Sato has regained second place. Now it's up to Takuma Sato to catch Fernando Alonso, which I cannot see happening at this moment. 3.6 seconds is the gap, and Fernando Alonso is comfortably ahead because Takuma Sato had a little duel with Michael Schumacher. So positions have changed as Kimi Raikkonen as well has come into the pit lane.
Sato is second. Fisichella third. He's up from fifth. Barrichello fourth. Montoya fifth. Jenson Button in sixth. That's a jump of 3 places. Massa is seventh. And in eighth is Kuka. We can see the mechanics preparing from our commentary box window.
Fisichella's not going to take it lying down. He's started to push on now. He increases his lead by 0.3 of a second.
Okay, thank you, Martin and James. I did stay a bit quiet there because they do normally chime in on some analysis and some sector times and whatnot. And I'm interested in hearing what they have to say half the time because their information is very important as well, as it matters to my race, because Fisichella's right behind me. So yeah, I'm going to have to try and do my best to stay ahead of Fisichella because he is in a faster car. But he looks like he's in competition with Barrichello and Montoya. Sato's ran wide and he's still 3 seconds. No, he's 3 seconds behind Alonso. I was going to say he's 3.6 seconds behind Alonso, but he's made 6/10 out of the last sector, which is pretty good to Takuma Sato. But I don't think he's going to be competing with Fernando Alonso because Fernando Alonso is in a superior car. Obviously, being a current world champion and being in the Renault has the faster higher package. I mean, the faster race package than Super Aguri. Because Super Aguri is obviously debuting and they've only got the Honda engine behind it, and the Honda engine is not as strong as the Renault one in this game. So yes, it's not going to be easy considering. Yeah, users say users might think it's easy, but when you're in Super Aguri on medium mode, it's not really that easy considering that you can get easily mugged off on the straights and whatnot. Plus, someone as rusty as me doing the World Championship, it's going to be a very big challenge, which I took very kindly because I love a challenge. Starting from the back is always fun anyway in video games. For me anyway, unless you're a beginner, you want to start with a faster car, that's fine. But because I do have some vast F1 experience, I do want to test my abilities and be at the back. You know, I think that's the best way for me to go anyway. Start from the back and then be at the front. I should have just done career mode, but I'm going to run with World Championship. And if things go well in World Championship, I would do Season 2 of career mode instead and put myself in the car instead of being a driver. Who knows, I might change my mind, but for now yeah, I'm pretty set on just focusing on this first season of World Championship mode. See how this goes. That's Takuma Sato, and so far I'm liking it. But let's focus on the race now, and Fernando Alonso has pulled a 1.6 second gap in the previous 2 sectors of this current lap, and developed his lead to 4.6 seconds on Takuma Sato. And we're boxing in this lap because our tyres are currently fatigued. Well, not fatigued, they're currently out of rubber. Fatigued. Only I can come up with that stuff. Oh, Fernando Alonso is in the pit lane as well. So in comes Takuma Sato. Both race leaders, well, first and second, have come in. I think it was too early for Michael Schumacher to pit, for me personally, because likely he's going to lose out because both Takuma Sato and Fernando Alonso have developed quite a good stint with these tyres. And let's see what the Super Aguri boys have done here. There's a 9.2 second pit stop. It's a great pit stop by Super Aguri. Fernando Alonso has already gone and Christian Klien's leading this race. But Fernando Alonso has joined just behind him. Alright, man, alright. We know, the tyres are too cold. We know. Shut up, engineer. Right. Takuma Sato has rejoined in third place and he's ahead of Fisichella and Barrichello, so nothing's really changed there. And Michael Schumacher looks like he's lost out a lot. He really did pit too early for me because Michael Schumacher's not even in the top 6 right now.
Alonso is second. Third is Takuma Sato. Fourth is Fisichella. Barrichello fifth. Michael Schumacher sixth. That's a jump of 4 places. In 7th is Raikkonen, and Ide is in 8th.
Wow, Yuji Ide is actually 8th place. So it's double points right now for Super Aguri, but Yuji Ide has to make a pit stop. So I wouldn't count on Yuji Ide actually doing anything particularly special this weekend, but Takuma Sato currently is running 3rd place. He will regain 2nd once Klien is pitting, and so far, as Fernando Alonso overtaking Klien, he's right behind Klien at this moment in time. But Michael Schumacher is in 6th place. I was wrong. I said he wasn't in the top 6, but he is 6th place. But Michael Schumacher has to do a lot of work to catch up with the front two in Takuma Sato and Fernando Alonso. And try and get past Fisichella and Barrichello if he can. Well, his tyres are much warmer than Fisichella and Barrichello's, and he should be able to catch them rather quickly. Well, we're heading into the 7th lap. 5 more laps left in this race, and Alonso is leading with Takuma Sato 2nd. And we shall get the race positions very soon from James Allen and Martin Brundle. At the moment, Fisichella is 3rd with Barrichello 4th, but Michael Schumacher's moved up to 5th place. So Michael Schumacher does have, in fact, a lot of work to do.
His previous lap time was 1:37.93. That's significantly faster than Sato. He's been lapping in the mid 1:54 region. According to the car condition indicator.
Well, Takuma Sato did come out the pit lane. Give him some credit. Give him some slack, James. He did come out the pit lane, so of course his lap's going to be slower than Fisichella's. But yeah, Fisichella has posted the new fastest lap of the race, it looks like. Actually, no, he hasn't, because it's a 1:36 as the fastest lap. So yeah, Fisichella has done his personal best. I think that's what James Allen was trying to say. And well, he has closed the gap on Takuma Sato just a tiny bit, but not by a lot. But Michael Schumacher has overtaken Rubens Barrichello for 4th place, and Fisichella is next to be chased. And Takuma Sato is doing this race very well. At the moment, he's currently in the podium position, and he's currently getting 8 points on the Super Aguri team on their race debut. It's been a great race for Takuma Sato. Oh, it's wheel spin, slight wheel spin. Oh dear, and Fisichella's about to catch up just a tiny bit. And Takuma Sato had made a mistake. Oh dear, oh dear. Seems Fisichella has caught up just a tiny bit. That gap was 4 seconds the last time I checked. Now we're going to go to this final start finish straight and see what the gap is now that Takuma Sato made that slight mistake. Here we go. And we're about to cross the line again. 4 more laps to go for this race, and Fisichella is now 1 second behind with Michael Schumacher 2.3 seconds down the road of Giancarlo Fisichella. So podium position is not safe yet if you're Takuma Sato, because you have Fisichella in the fastest car of the game, Renault, and Michael Schumacher in his Ferrari catching up to Takuma Sato. So looks like he's going to be fighting for that position.
Fourth, Michael Schumacher. He's up from 5th. Barrichello 5th. He slipped down from 4th. Raikkonen 6th. Montoya is 7th. And Massa is 8th.
Well, Massa's going to get a point on his race debut as it stands. But yes, both McLarens are in the points, as is Barrichello, and well, Jenson Button was in the points, but what's happened to Jenson Button? There's something wrong with Jenson Button. I'm not sure what happened to JB, but he's really falling out the points, because he started in the point scoring position, but seems he's not there anymore. He must be stuck behind Felipe Massa. No, there he is. He is behind Felipe Massa. He's way down there. He's about 4 seconds, 5 seconds down the road to Felipe Massa. So I don't see him catching Felipe Massa anytime soon. But the second sector is over, as we're still on board with Takuma Sato, and sorry about that, guys. Looks like we're going to the penultimate stop, the penultimate corner, as we head to turn 13. Well, penultimate corner, this is the final corner, sorry. Penultimate corner. final corner as we're headed to the start-finish straight. So that was turn 13, and now we're about to start the... we're 3 more laps away from finishing this race. My commentary is really getting messy now because I'm getting into this race because we're currently this is 9 tenths ahead of Fisichella. Michael Schumacher's catching up. Here we go, he's turned around the corner. There's turn 1 and then there's turn 2. And what's going on here? There's smoke at the back of the Subaru! Oh no! Takuma Sato, he's out! Oh dear! The debut podium has gone up in smoke. The Japanese man's heart is plunging in his boots. He cannot believe he's out of this race. And to be honest, Martin Brundle, I'm pretty livid right now. Don't tell me I lack the skill. My engine blew up. I knew Honda was going to do this to me. Oh my god. 3 laps to go and engine in smoke. Gone. Unbelievable. I just don't believe it. 3 laps to go, engine's gone, and there goes the podium. My luck in Bahrain just gets worse. If you look back at Kimi Räikkönen when I spun in the penultimate lap. Oh god.
So there we have it. The new Formula 1 season gets underway here at the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit in Sakhir. It's the first time since 1995 that the opening race of the season has not been held in Australia. It's been exciting, and it's only the start of what I'm sure promises to be a fascinating season. See you in 7 days' time for round 2 in Sepang. Formula 1 is back.
Thank you, Martin, but I'm just disappointed. That's heartbreaking, man. I actually feel heartbroken. I'm not gonna lie, that does hurt so badly. I was so close to achieving the podium in the debut Super Aguri car, and the Honda engine just gave up on me. Look, Jenson Button retired as well, just to top things off. So it looks like Honda has some problems heading into this season for me. I can't really take any I can take positives knowing that I was doing so well in that track. That is one of my stronger tracks. Anyway, Fernando Alonso and Fisichella got 1-2 for Renault. Michael Schumacher got 3rd. Barrichello got 4th. Raikkonen 5th. Montoya 6th. 7th was Massa, and 8th was I don't know. I'm just too upset. I think Trulli got 8th, but yeah, I'm just disappointed that I couldn't get any sort of points heading out of this week race because of the fact that I was pushing so hard and then my engine just gave up. It's like I knew I wasn't going to get a podium because Michael Schumacher and Fisichella have the faster package, but I'm absolutely disappointed at the fact that I've just lost points and a possible podium throughout that. It's just it really hurts. You don't understand, man. 3 laps to go and I was literally just about to get some good points for the Super Aguri, but I just don't know. It hurts. That's all I can say. That's all I can say. It's really heartbreaking, you know, that the fact that I was 3 laps away and I was defending my position so well until my car just went to neutral. I just knew that it was over, and it hurts. But yeah, the next Grand Prix we're going to be doing is Malaysia, and I won this in the wet, but I'm in the Super Aguri, and there's like 3 straights. There's 2 straights. One in the penultimate, one in the final chicane, and then heading into the final chicane, shall I say, and then the start-finish straight. I'm going to get mugged off a lot, so I can't see myself scoring points here, but never say never. Anyway, this is the Malaysian. This is the Bahrain Grand Prix. It's off to a bad start, thanks to a retirement, thanks to the Honda engine blowing up on me, but in the next weekend, we're going to be doing the Malaysian Grand Prix, so you don't want to miss it. This is SamuraiT-X signing out for this episode, a dejected SamuraiT-X, should I say. Until then, thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you at the Malaysian Grand Prix. Take care, everybody.